At the top of the root cause and prevention matrix, we've got the control continuum, and at the far left is low control, low effort. So when we put very little effort into controlling a process, we should expect fairly low control. An example of that might be verbal instructions. So we say to someone, this is how it's done, and no other means of instruction is offered. Then to some extent it can provide control, but over time maybe that person forgets, or they misunderstand, that sort of thing. So we shouldn't expect too much process control from simply giving somebody instructions on how to do something. Off to the very far right, we have high effort and high control. So that might be, for example, a brand new design where we're struggling with control of a process or a product, and we need to bring it under control, and perhaps the way we do that is to completely redesign it. So the way you use this matrix is first recognize that all preventive measures must address people, product, and process. The common errors that people make, the common errors that you see in a process, and common errors that you would expect to find in a product are listed here in columns C, D, and E. So for example, if people have a misunderstanding and that's caused an error of some kind, the way you use this matrix is you find the error, and then you look at the number associated with the error. So in this case, someone has a misunderstanding, and so the suggested prevention is items 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and I move over to the right and I look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it may require some kind of verbal instruction, shadowing another person, an experienced person, some kind of audio recording as a means of instruction, maybe some mentoring or coaching, or perhaps a standard operating procedure. And then what you would do is you would take one or more of those, implement them, and the intention is to then prevent a misunderstanding by people in the future. Looking at the process as an example, so maybe a process is incomplete, something happened because a number of steps were not yet executed. This suggests corrective action 31, and if we look at 31, it's a lockout. And a lockout is a number of conditions haven't been met, and therefore a machine or a process can't be executed. So we look at designing a lockout into the process or the product. And then finally the product, perhaps we've got unexpected behavior. So we would look at implementing items 5, 9, and or 36, and if we look at 5, that's an SOP. So we've got perhaps something that's unexpected, maybe an SOP is an order. Number 9 might be some work instructions, or 36 might be a new design if you've got unexpected and therefore uncontrollable behavior. Listed, these errors are that are listed here are the most common you're going to come across, but as you identify new ones, you can always add to this list. Just be sure and identify the new or additional error, whether or not it's a people, a product, or a process related, and then what the corrective action is to prevent that from happening in the future.